So, I posted this on a community post a few days ago, and I asked you guys to vote on it to make a community ranking. And I've received the votes, so thank you for everyone that voted. So here are the results. The Baby Shark song is copyrighted, of course, so I put over Flight of Bumblebee as a substitute for the background music, also to save you guys from having to listen to that abomination of a song. It received an average score of 3.15, with 612 people giving this song a rating of 1 out of 10, placing it by far the lowest rated song in this list. That said, alongside the community rankings, I will also put my own personal ranking for each song, and yes, I'm also placing this song at last place. This year started the trend of a season having 2 or more separate menu music at once. And the Cyber Brawl season is an unfortunate case of one menu music being wholly inferior to the other. Cyber Brawl 2 is a very quiet menu music, very ambient, but at the cost of becoming the less memorable menu music of the season. The community ranks at 16th place with an average score of 4.56, and for me, it's a 4.5 out of 10. I do think this one doesn't deserve to be the lowest rated menu music of 2024, excluding Baby Shark. My ranking for this is 15th place. Because for me, there's one menu music less memorable than this. This is another one of those double music season, and the community has given this an average rating of 5.6, ranking it the 3rd lowest rated music on this list, which I think is absolutely insane. I'm a big fan of this music. In fact, I put this in my top 5 for my own list. I mean, just listen to this.
This is a certified hood classic.
I think the reason that this banger is rated so lowly is because the voters clicks on the video to listen to the song to rate it, but only for like 5 or 10 seconds, and didn't get to listen to the best part of the song. I'm sad that this music didn't get the praise and recognition it deserves. Next up is the Angels 2 OST, the one without the singing, with an average rating of 6.02. To be honest, I don't have much to say about this one, just that I think that this is better than the Demons lyricless version. It's okay, I give it a 5 out of 10, which ranks 13th on my ranking. When I first heard this, I thought this was a reuse of an older Brawl Stars OST. To my surprise, it is actually Kenji's own menu music. This one got a 6.22 average rating. It sounds unremarkable to me. If someone plays this music and asks me which menu music this was, it would probably take me 30 seconds to figure it out. For that reason, I'm giving this one a 4 out of 10, lower than the Cyber Brawl 2 OST. At least the Cyber Brawl 2 OST is recognizable. The Demons 2 OST has ranked higher than the Angels 2 OST on community rankings by 2 placements. It received an average score of 6.29, only 0.07 score higher than the Kenji OST. I thought this sounded like a Siege Battle OST at first, but quickly started to feel the, I guess, demonic vibe of it. For me, this song is basically the same as the Angels 2 song in terms of how good it is, but I think the Angels 2 song matched its theme a tad bit better. So even though I'm giving this a 5 out of 10 rating, the same as the Demons 2 song, I rank this 14th place, below the Angels 2 song. More Angels vs Demons song. This is the Angels version with the lyrics. It sounds generic, but it is undoubtedly catchy. It got 6.41 average score, but I think the later half of the song is definitely better than the first half. So it might have caused this to be rated lower than it should have been. Regardless, I rate it an 8 out of 10, the second highest I've given so far, ranking it 8th place on my rankings. It also sounds like that one fireworks song. This is one of the songs that I rate highly, but the community thinks otherwise. This got a 6.64 average score, which is pretty low in my opinion. I think that the Swamp of Love OST are highly underrated. I give this one a solid 8 out of 10, placing it 6th on my own rankings. You might notice that I ranked the other Swamp of Love higher than this one, and I do believe that the other one is better, but it doesn't take away from how good this OST is still. Next up is Ragnarok, and I gotta say, how is this rated higher than the Swamp of Love OST? Yes, it is distinguishable. I could tell pretty quickly if this song played that it's from the Ragnarok season. It's pretty decent too, I admit, but there's definitely better songs that are rated below this. It got an average score of 6.68, which is only 0.04 more than the Swamp of Love one song. It's not bad, but it's not amazing either. I rate it 6.5 out of 10, ranked 11th. Pretty middle of the road placement there. The Last of the Angels vs Demons song, and I gotta say, this deserves to be the highest rated out of all of them. With an average rating of 6.90, this is the last song on this list to have an under 7 average score. This fits the demonic theme incredibly well. At first, I thought I would hate this OST, but it grew on me over time. I give it an 8 out of 10 rating, 7th on my list. Next up is Juju's song, very groovy, memorable, and really nice to listen to. It got an average score of 7.03, and for once, I agree with the average score. I gave it a 7 out of 10 rating, and placed 10th on my own list. I don't have anything bad to say about this one, just that it doesn't reach the same height as some of the top menu musics this year. Man, this one is really good. As much as I dislike mutations back in the day, especially the cancer ones like Ruffs, Rico, and Stu. Thank God those aren't in the game anymore. Never mind, community gave it 7.05, only 0.02 higher than Juju. That's the closest gap in this list. Back to the song, it's very intense, which is super rare in terms of Brawl Stars songs, so I really like the change of pace there. This menu music is a banger. I give it an 8.5 out of 10 rating, and placing it 4th on my list. This is the highest rated menu music that has another menu music alongside it in the same season, with an impressive 7.23 average score. You might be surprised by my opinion on this song, but I gave it a 6 out of 10 score, ranking it 12th on my own placements. I know that you guys think that since RT sings this song that I should rate it higher, but RT has sung superior songs before. Take a listen to this. Skibbity, skibbity, hop to a hop. Spooky, scary skibbities and rizzlers down your yaks. Sibbity-bity-dop-dop, yeah, yeah. Sibbity-bity-dop-dop, yeah. Where is RT's Grammys already? I saw some comments on Instagram and YouTube comment sections saying that they muted this menu music. So I wasn't expecting this song to even make it to the top 10. But to my surprise, it got 4th place, with an average score of 7.36. I myself gave it a 7.5, which is higher than the average community score. I think it's really nostalgic, but it doesn't beat some of the more bangers up top. We're now entering the top 3, and let me just say this. I think that the Star Tune menu music is a 10 out of 10. I started playing Brawl Stars in 2020, stopped in 2022, and got back in late 2023 after watching the World Finals. This is the first update, and I remember playing the most Brawl Stars in this time period, which makes this song for me really nostalgic. And nostalgia is something I value very highly in terms of music. The only songs in Brawl Stars that I think is better is the Season 1 and 2 menu music. This got an average of 7.42 score, which I expected this song to get more, but it is what it is. While making the polls, I was sure that this would get ranked highest, but there was one more menu music that got rated highest. This is my second favorite song from Brawl Stars of the year, and it is an absolute banger from Dragon Force. Draco is one of my favorite brawlers released this year as well. This song got 7.62 average score, which is a pretty massive jump from 3rd place. Me personally, I gave Draco's menu music a very well-deserved 9.5 out of 10, placing 2nd on my ranking. But now it's time to see which song the community considers as the best of the year. I was surprised that Draco didn't win, but after seeing which song got first, I wasn't exactly surprised. Melody is undoubtedly the most popular character of the year, if we measure it by how much the brawler is talked about online, and how much fan art the brawler received. This song received a 7.74 average score, not enough to crack the 8 mark, but enough to be the highest ranked song in this list. Although I don't think it deserves the Brawl Stars Song of the Year, especially over Draco or StarTune, I do think that this song slaps very hard, which is why I gave it a 9.5 rating out of 10 and ranked it 3rd best song of the list. Whoa, that was a lot of yapping. The last video where I yapped this much was the Angels vs Demons ability ranking video. Thanks for watching.